Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check in with Paulette Callender from A Savory Palette in the kitchen again. And Paulette, I understand you have a couple of events coming up at the new store.
Yes, our first event is going to be October 4th. We're going to have Nicole from My Delicious blog, and we're going to do an old Italian recipe for one of our entrees where we will be poaching fish in olive oil.
Ooh, yum.
We're also using some of our custom blends from the Spice and Tea Exchange, and then October 8th, we have our grand opening just before Taste of St. Armand starts.
All right, lots to look forward to. We're looking forward to learning about oils in just a few minutes. Linda?
I dearly miss my dog, Murphy. He died on Christmas Day. He was 12 years old. And I learned that there are many advantages to having a more mature animal around the house. Mark Shambour from K9 Korral is here to tell us about senior dogs. Mark, why do people shy away from adopting an older dog?
Well, a lot of times it's the age factor. People are afraid that with the age, there's going to be medical costs involved. The thing they don't really think about is that if they raise the dog from a puppy, they'd still have those medical costs at that age. But you know, it's really has a lot to do with age.
My thought was I wouldn't be able to bond with a dog that wasn't a puppy. That was so wrong. Murphy and I bonded like he was my best friend ever.
Sometimes what happens is when the dogs are shown, they're up against in a shelter, which is Ella is from the shelter also, and they don't show well because they're up against young dogs that are wild and friendly. And plus, you got to think if a dog, she's 10 years old, if she were dropped off at the shelter, you know, as nice as the shelter might be for the dogs, it's still like being put in jail. And all of a sudden they're displaced and they're like, where's my mom and dad? So they don't show quite as well because they're going through this emotional thing where young dogs just want to go and play. And they want to have fun.
But seniors are more appreciative. Show us some pictures of some of your beautiful seniors.
Okay, these are Facebook friends of ours. That's Angel, she's 13.
Wow.
You're
She looks
beautiful.
great.
That's Howie, he's 10. He also came from Animal Services.
He looks cute.
And that's Lily. I think that's Darling.
Well, that's your kind of dog.
That's
She
my
has
kind of dog. She wants one to dress up. Oh, look at that
That's
lamb.
Marley at 13. And these are all friends of ours. That's Odie,
so cute.
and he's 10.
Odie's yawning.
He's like,
"Ah."
Mark, I was just thinking, we were taking care of a puppy over the weekend to get ready for our Southeastern Guide dog coming. And I got to tell you, number one, I'm exhausted. And number two, you know, so much energy. It was so much work. I would think an older couple might do really well with an older dog because they've mellowed.
You are so correct. I see so many people that are in maybe their early 70s, retired, thinking they want to start fresh with a puppy, and it is just a terror for them.
I'm
They
sure.
eat everything, furniture, clothes.
Yes.
I can imagine
purses.
it's just like a kid, you know, having an infant around that you have to watch constantly versus
Definitely.
a teenager
This
where
is
you can just
wonderful.
let be.
Well, just
So,
like
how old are they? That's always bothered me. In dog years, how old are dogs?
Dogs senior starts when they have about 25% of their life expectancy left.
Okay.
The general rule is 1 in 7. So if Ella is 10 years old, she'd be equal to being about 70.
About 70. We're close in age, Ella.
Now with smaller
you.
dogs, they live to be a little bit longer, so it's more like 1 in 5 or 1 in 6. Because like my Pasquale, he'll probably live to be hopefully 15 to 20 years old, and then that's a much different ratio. Smaller dogs live longer. Older dogs, as a rule, pass away sooner. They have a shorter life expectancy.
Now, you have a training program at K9 Korral.
Yes, our training program actually is anytime you adopt a dog from any rescue, it's called K9 Korral to the Rescues, and we give you and your dog a free training session. And what it is it's designed to help you get more situated, get the dog settled into the home. And I've got to say, you know, we've actually saved the dog from going back to the shelter many times because it's just something maybe really small.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, even though they're old, they still can be trained. They still
Definitely.
can learn things.
One of the benefits of an older dog is a lot of times they are trained, but they can adjust quicker to you because they've already been through the process. They're matured. They really just have to settle into your lifestyle. and then it's like a lateral move. Whereas if you have a puppy, you're training that puppy, and that puppy wants to chew and do all those things that puppies do. Mature dogs, sometimes when you see them in the shelter, they look like they have a little attitude, and I think it's because they're traumatized.
Yes,
But
yes.
Sad, probably. They just want to be in a home.
Every dog that I've had, I always have had a senior dog. I have Pasquale now, who's 12. I got him at 10. Brandy before that was 10. She died at 15. But they looked mad. But once they got settled in, they realized, oh, it's you, and then you can't get rid of them.
Like
Yes.
people, just like people. I mean,
Yes,
really, it's
they
like people.
appreciate the fact that they were adopted.
Yeah.
But you have to feed them something different to keep them healthy?
All of the food that we sell at the K9 Korral has glucosamine and chondroitin in it, which is good for the hips, which is something with the bigger dogs. We have NuPro, which is right over here. That's good for joint and immune system. Also, it helps with allergies, inflammation caused by arthritis, glandular problems, and it's not only for seniors, it can be just for any dog that's having similar issues. Really just boosts the immunity if you see that there's a deficiency, especially with allergies here in Florida.
Do you
just
see a
like
lot
humans.
of difference?
Yeah.
Yes, they have more bounce in their step. The dog, you think at one point, Ella right now, she's so, casual and stuff, but out there she was like, you thought she'd be a puppy because everything was
So
new.
exciting to
She's
her.
always
Yeah.
She's really well behaved, though. I mean, to be able
She
to have a
is.
dog just
Oh,
come
look at
in and
this.
relax
There
and
she
be
is.
happy.
And,
look at this.
that was done by Pam from Animal Services. She's a volunteer there. And, my hat's off to anybody that works in a shelter or volunteers in a shelter. There's a lot of work behind adopting a dog. And I can't thank
And
enough.
Ella's up for adoption.
Ella's up for adoption. You
Oh.
can contact Animal Services they're at the extension of Bee Ridge, or you can contact the K9 Korral. And we would like to get her adopted. She's been there a while. She is going to make it great for maybe a retired person or somebody that just wants a cool, relaxed dog.
Right.
Yes.
Someone
I've
to
had
love.
her for a couple days. I've known her, and she is an awesome dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
she is
Very
beautiful.
laid
Good
back.
luck, Ella. And K9 Korral, SRQ.com, right?
That's
For
right.
any of your questions. Also, you board dogs, have all this food.
Boarding, daycare.
And train.
And knowledge.
daycare. And knowledge.
And if you have a dog with you now, like I always say, go and hug your dog. They're only with us a short period
Oh,
of time.
yes, yes, yes. And they bring so much love.
They do.
Next, we're going
She's
to talk
napping.
about the International Ringling Festival that is coming in, wow, just a week or so now.